Picture this. No matter where you are, desert, ocean, or mountaintop, you're connected with fast, seamless internet. Sounds like sci-fi, right? But it's real, thanks to Elon Musk's ambitious Starlink. In today's video, we'll dive into Starlink's explosive growth and what this means for our digital world, especially for those living in places long disconnected. What's the buzz all about? And why does it have everyone from governments to remote adventurers talking? The rise of Starlink. The Starlink journey. Starlink started as an ambitious vision by Elon Musk to create a global network of satellites delivering high-speed internet anywhere on Earth. But it wasn't an easy journey. Over the past few years, Musk and his team faced technical hurdles, financial strain, and even skepticism from industry giants. So how did they go from a mere concept to creating a global network in orbit? Maybe Musk's secret is caffeine, or who knows, maybe he's actually part robot. How Starlink works and the appeal of satellite internet. Traditional internet relies on ground cables, which means rural and remote areas often miss out. Starlink changes the game by beaming internet directly from satellites. For millions without reliable internet, this is like being handed the keys to the digital world. Imagine no more buffering, no out-of-service zones, just uninterrupted browsing. Anywhere. Can you imagine scrolling TikTok at the top of Mount Everest?
Can you imagine scrolling TikTok at the top of Mount Everest?
Act 2. The global surge and expansion. With satellite launches accelerating and demand skyrocketing, Starlink recently hit a record number of subscribers. And, it's not just rural residents subscribing. Governments, businesses, even urban dwellers are joining the trend. Everyone seems to want a slice of Musk's vision. Why? Because it's not just about internet, it's about being part of a digital revolution. Would you subscribe to Starlink, or are you still figuring out how to cancel your current internet plan? With satellite launches accelerating and demand skyrocketing, Starlink recently hit a record number of subscribers. And, it's not just rural residents subscribing. Governments, businesses, even urban dwellers are joining the trend. Everyone seems to want a slice of Musk's vision. Why? Because it's not just about internet, it's about being part of a digital revolution. Would you subscribe to Starlink, or are you still figuring out how to cancel your current internet plan? Starlink's reach is expanding fast, from North America to Europe, Australia, and Asia. But not everyone is excited. Countries with heavy internet regulations, like China, are wary. Musk's global reach challenges the traditional boundaries of state-controlled internet.
Will Starlink make the world borderless, at least online, or will governments push back?
Breaking down barriers, Starlink's role in education and healthcare.
Imagine students in remote villages attending virtual classes or rural clinics using telemedicine for the first time. This is exactly what's happening thanks to Starlink.
In places where internet once seemed impossible, Starlink is changing lives, opening up new educational opportunities, and providing essential healthcare access. Act 3. Challenges, innovations, and the future. Challenges, space debris, and environmental concerns. But it's not all smooth sailing. Starlink faces criticism about space debris, with some experts warning that hundreds of satellites could risk collisions.
Environmentalists worry about the night sky's brightness too. Will stargazing become a thing of the past?
Yet Musk claims that advancements will make Starlink more eco-friendly. So is this concern valid, or will Starlink adapt?
To address these challenges, SpaceX engineers are constantly updating satellites, making them faster, more efficient, and even able to deorbit safely when they're done. Imagine satellites that self-destruct, or at least self-clean.
This means Starlink isn't just launching satellites. They're creating a space fleet that could redefine tech innovation.
Who knew that satellites could be so responsible?
Of course, where there's a big idea, there are competitors. Amazon's Project Kuiper is hot on Starlink's heels, planning a similar service. But with Starlink already in the lead, can Amazon really catch up? Or will Musk continue to expand his monopoly in the space internet race? Here's where things get really interesting. Musk says Starlink's profits will help fund his Mars mission. Yes, you heard right, Mars. So, Starlink isn't just an internet provider. It's potentially the foundation for human expansion beyond Earth. What will our digital future look like as we spread across planets? And will we all be watching Netflix from Mars in a few decades? CTA and wrap-up. So, there you have it. Starlink isn't just changing how we connect, it's shaping the future of the internet itself. But this story is far from over. As Musk keeps pushing boundaries, only time will tell what's next. Before you go, if you're interested in more about the space race, check out our video on why India's space missions are so cheap. It's an amazing look at how another country is taking a different but equally ambitious approach to space. As we look to the future, Starlink's potential continues to expand. Imagine a world where remote villages have the same internet access as major cities, where emergency responders can communicate seamlessly during disasters, and where students in underserved areas can learn without barriers. Pause twos. Starlink is not just a technological marvel, it's a beacon of hope for global connectivity. As Elon Musk and his team at SpaceX forge ahead, the dream of a truly connected world inches closer to reality every day. Pause twos. Stay tuned as we continue to follow Starlink's journey and explore the groundbreaking advancements in space and technology. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on the future of global connectivity. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep reaching for the stars. Pause twos. Narrator. As we've seen, Starlink is revolutionizing global connectivity, but its true impact can be felt most in remote areas. Imagine a farmer in a secluded village in the Himalayas, now able to access real-time weather updates and market prices. Or a small clinic in the Amazon rainforest, suddenly equipped to consult with specialists thousands of miles away. Narrator. In these isolated regions, Starlink is bridging the digital divide, offering opportunities that were once unimaginable. Narrator. Farmers can now optimize their crops with the latest data, and local businesses can reach new markets. Narrator. Healthcare professionals can provide better care through telemedicine, saving lives in the process. Narrator. And let's not forget education. Children in underserved areas can now attend virtual classrooms, learning alongside peers from around the world. Narrator. Starlink is not just about faster internet, it's about creating a world where everyone, no matter where they live, has the same opportunities to thrive. Text element. Starlink, connecting the unconnected. Narrator. As we continue to explore the future of global connectivity, it's clear that Starlink is more than just a technological innovation. It's a lifeline for millions. Stay tuned for more updates on this transformative journey. Narrator. To truly appreciate Starlink's impact, we must understand the technology driving it. At the heart of Starlink are thousands of small satellites orbiting Earth at low altitudes, forming a constellation that ensures seamless global coverage. Narrator. In times of crisis, reliable communication can mean the difference between life and death. Starlink's satellite internet has proven invaluable in disaster relief efforts worldwide. When traditional infrastructure fails, Starlink steps in, providing critical connectivity to first responders and affected communities. Narrator. As we look ahead, the future of satellite internet is brimming with possibilities. With the rapid advancements in technology, satellite internet is set to become faster, more reliable, and accessible to even the most remote corners of the globe. Narrator. As we look ahead, the future of satellite internet is brimming with possibilities. With the rapid advancements in technology, satellite internet is set to become faster, more reliable, and accessible to even the most remote corners of the globe. Narrator. Starlink, a pioneer in this field, has some ambitious plans for the future. From launching thousands more satellites to improve global coverage, to collaborating with other space projects, Starlink aims to revolutionize how we connect with each other. Narrator. One of the key objectives is to provide seamless internet access during natural disasters, ensuring that communication lines remain open when they are needed the most. Narrator Starlink is also focusing on enhancing its technology to reduce latency, making it an ideal choice for activities that require real-time data transmission, such as online gaming and remote surgeries. Narrator. Furthermore, Starlink is exploring ways to make its services more affordable, aiming to bridge the digital divide and bring internet access to underserved communities around the world. Narrator. With these future plans, Starlink is not just a game-changer in satellite internet, but a beacon of hope for global connectivity. Narrator. Stay tuned, as Starlink continues to push the boundaries of what's possible, connecting the world one satellite at a time. Narrator. As Starlink continues to expand its reach, the economic implications are profound. Narrator. By providing high-speed internet to previously unconnected regions, Starlink is opening up new avenues for economic growth and development. Narrator. Farmers can utilize advanced digital tools to increase crop yields, boosting local economies and ensuring food security. Narrator. Educators and students gain access to a wealth of online resources, enhancing educational outcomes and creating a more skilled workforce. Narrator telemedicine becomes a reality, allowing healthcare providers to reach patients in even the most isolated locations, improving overall public health. Narrator. By bridging the digital divide, Starlink is not just connecting people to the internet, it's connecting them to opportunities, driving innovation, and fostering economic resilience. Narrator. The ripple effects of Starlink's global connectivity are set to transform economies, creating a more inclusive and prosperous world for everyone. Narrator. Stay with us as we explore more about the future of global connectivity and how Starlink is shaping the world of tomorrow. Narrator. As we delve deeper into Starlink's journey, it's essential to highlight the groundbreaking technological innovations that have made this project possible. Video clip 1. Footage of SpaceX engineers working on satellite technology. Narrator. From the design of the satellites to the deployment strategies, each step is a marvel of modern engineering. Video clip 2. Animation showing the satellite constellation orbiting the Earth. Narrator. Starlink's low Earth orbit satellites operate in harmony, creating a network that ensures global coverage with minimal latency. Video clip 3. Footage of a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launching. Narrator. The reusable Falcon 9 rockets have revolutionized satellite deployment, significantly reducing costs and making frequent launches feasible. Video clip 4. Close-up of the phased array antennas used in Starlink terminals. Narrator. On the ground, the phased array antennas in Starlink's user terminals are designed to automatically align with the best satellite, providing seamless internet connectivity. Video clip 5. Engineers testing and assembling Starlink satellites in a clean room. Narrator. The continued innovation in satellite technology and deployment methods ensures that Starlink remains at the forefront of the satellite internet revolution. Narrator. Stay tuned as we explore more about how these technological advancements are shaping the future of global connectivity. Narrator. As we venture into the final frontier, Starlink's role extends far beyond providing global internet connectivity. Narrator. The same network of satellites that connects remote areas on Earth is poised to support future missions to Mars and beyond. Narrator. SpaceX's vision of interplanetary travel relies heavily on robust communication networks, and Starlink is at the heart of this vision. Narrator. Continuous communication is crucial for the success of long-duration space missions, and Starlink's low latency and global coverage make it an ideal solution. Narrator. Even now, experimental deployments of Starlink technology are being tested to enhance communication capabilities on the International Space Station. Narrator. In the future, as humanity establishes colonies on Mars, Starlink will play a pivotal role in connecting these distant outposts back to Earth, ensuring that our reach into the cosmos is always within communication range. Narrator. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the limitless potential of Starlink. Narrator. Starlink is not just a beacon of connectivity, it is also a catalyst for scientific advancement. By providing reliable internet access to remote research stations, Starlink enables scientists to gather and share data in real time, accelerating discoveries in fields such as climate change, wildlife conservation, and astronomy. Narrator. In the depths of the Amazon rainforest, where traditional internet infrastructure is non-existent, Starlink empowers researchers to monitor biodiversity and track endangered species, making their work more effective and impactful. Narrator. Astronomers too benefit from Starlink's capabilities. Remote observatories, once isolated due to their locations, can now share their findings instantly with the global scientific community, fostering collaboration and accelerating our understanding of the universe. Narrator. Starlink's contribution to science extends beyond Earth. As we prepare for future space missions, the network's ability to facilitate communication between spacecraft and mission control is indispensable. Narrator. From the Arctic to the Amazon, and from Earth to the stars, Starlink is not only connecting the world, but also propelling scientific discovery to new heights. Narrator. Stay with us as we continue to explore the multifaceted impact of Starlink on our world and beyond. Narrator. As we move into an increasingly interconnected world, Starlink stands at the forefront of the global connectivity revolution. No longer limited by the constraints of traditional ground-based internet infrastructure, Starlink's satellite network bridges the digital divide, bringing high-speed internet to the most remote and underserved areas of our planet. Video aerial view of a remote mountain village. Narrator. Imagine a small village nestled in the Himalayas, where students can now attend virtual classrooms and access a world of knowledge at their fingertips. Video farmers using tablets in rural fields. Narrator. In Africa, farmers leverage real-time data to optimize their crops, enhancing food security and boosting local economies. Video telemedicine session in a remote clinic. Narrator. Healthcare professionals in isolated regions use telemedicine to consult with specialists, providing life-saving care that was once out of reach. Video. A bustling cityscape transitioning to a remote island. Narrator. From bustling urban centers to far-flung islands, Starlink's global connectivity is transforming lives, fostering innovation, and creating opportunities. Video global map highlighting Starlink coverage. Narrator. As Starlink continues to expand, its impact on global connectivity becomes ever more profound, ensuring that no one is left behind in the digital age. Narrator. Join us in the next segment as we delve deeper into the future prospects of Starlink and its vision for a truly connected world. Narrator. In times of crisis, communication can mean the difference between life and death. Enter Starlink, a game changer in disaster management. Video. Footage of a hurricane's aftermath with downed power lines and damaged infrastructure. Video. Emergency responders setting up a Starlink terminal amidst rubble. Narrator. When traditional communication networks fail, Starlink's satellite internet remains resilient, providing critical connectivity in the most challenging conditions. Video. A temporary shelter with evacuees using Starlink to connect with loved ones. Narrator. Emergency responders can quickly deploy Starlink terminals, establishing reliable internet access to coordinate rescue operations and deliver real-time updates. Video. Aerial view of a remote village receiving aid after a natural disaster. Narrator. For evacuees, Starlink offers a lifeline to the outside world, allowing them to stay connected with loved ones and receive vital information. Video. Emergency responders using tablets and laptops connected to Starlink. Narrator. In remote areas hit by natural disasters, Starlink facilitates faster aid distribution, ensuring that help reaches those in need more efficiently. Video. Footage of Starlink satellites in orbit. Narrator. With its ability to provide stable, high-speed internet anywhere on Earth, Starlink is revolutionizing disaster management, making our world more resilient in the face of adversity. Video. People in a community center using Starlink to communicate. Narrator. Stay tuned as we explore more of Starlink's transformative impact on our world. Narrator. The future of education is rapidly evolving, and Starlink is at the forefront of this transformation. Video. Children in a remote village attending an online class using Starlink. Narrator. In regions where traditional internet infrastructure is lacking, Starlink provides a lifeline, enabling students to access quality education. Narrator. With Starlink, educators can bridge the digital divide, bringing interactive learning experiences to students regardless of their geographical location. Narrator. Students can now participate in virtual classrooms, access online resources, and collaborate with peers globally, opening up a world of possibilities. Narrator. By democratizing access to high-speed internet, Starlink is paving the way for a more inclusive and equitable educational landscape. Narrator. As we look to the future, the potential for Starlink to revolutionize education is limitless, ensuring that no student is left behind. Narrator. Beyond education, Starlink is also making significant strides in the field of healthcare. Narrator. In remote and underserved areas, reliable internet connectivity can mean the difference between life and death. Narrator. With Starlink, healthcare providers can offer telemedicine services, enabling patients to receive medical consultations without the need to travel long distances. Narrator. Doctors can access up-to-date medical information and collaborate with specialists across the globe in real time. Narrator. During emergencies, Starlink's reliable internet can facilitate swift communication and coordination among emergency responders, ensuring timely intervention. Narrator. Remote monitoring of patients with chronic conditions becomes feasible, enhancing their quality of life and reducing hospital visits. Narrator. Starlink's role in healthcare is a testament to its transformative potential, bringing critical medical services to those who need them the most, no matter where they are. Narrator. Starlink's journey is marked by its relentless pursuit of technological advancements. From its innovative phased array antennas to the sophisticated software that manages its satellite network, Starlink is at the forefront of satellite internet technology. Narrator. The phased array antennas, designed to track multiple satellites simultaneously, ensure a consistent and robust internet connection, even in the most remote areas. Narrator. The software behind Starlink's network dynamically allocates bandwidth and optimizes data flow, making it possible to deliver high-speed internet with minimal latency. Narrator. Continuous improvements in hardware and software are driving Starlink's mission to provide reliable internet connectivity to every corner of the globe. Narrator. As new satellites are launched and integrated into the network, Starlink's capabilities expand, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in satellite internet technology. Narrator. These technological advancements are not just about better internet, they're about bridging the digital divide and creating a more connected world. Narrator. As Starlink's technology advances, so does its reach. The global expansion of Starlink is a testament to its mission to connect the world. From the bustling cities of Europe to the remote villages in Africa, Starlink's satellite internet is transforming lives and bridging the digital divide. Narrator at 1.0x. Video 1. Aerial footage of a remote village surrounded by mountains. Narrator. Imagine living in a remote area where internet access is a luxury. Video 2. Footage of a family using a laptop in a remote desert area, places where traditional infrastructure fails to reach. Video 3. A teacher conducting an online class with children in a rural setting. This is where Starlink steps in, bringing high-speed internet to the most isolated corners of the globe. Video 4. Farmers using internet-enabled devices in their fields. Narrator. From the dense forests of the Amazon to the icy expanses of Siberia, Starlink's satellites are beaming connectivity to those who need it most. Video 5. A healthcare worker conducting a telemedicine session with a patient in a remote village. Narrator. Families can now access educational resources, healthcare information, and economic opportunities that were previously out of reach. Video 3. A teacher conducting an online class with children in a rural setting. Narrator. Children in these areas can attend virtual classrooms, bridging the educational gap and opening doors to a brighter future. Video 4. Farmers using internet-enabled devices in their fields. Narrator. Farmers can leverage real-time data to improve their yields, ensuring food security and sustainable practices. Video 5. A healthcare worker conducting a telemedicine session with a patient in a remote village. Narrator. Healthcare workers can now provide telemedicine services, offering timely medical advice and reducing the need for long, arduous travel. Text element STARLINK, connecting the unconnected. Narrator. STARLINK is not just about internet. It's about connecting lives, enabling progress, and fostering a sense of global community. Video 1. A futuristic cityscape with advanced technology. Video 2. A family in a rural setting using VR headsets. Narrator. As we look ahead, the future of STARLINK shines brightly on the horizon. Video 3. Scientists in a remote Arctic station communicating with colleagues worldwide. Narrator. Imagine a world where every corner of the globe is seamlessly connected, where the digital divide is a thing of the past. Video 4. A student in a remote area participating in a global virtual classroom. Narrator. From scientific research in the most inhospitable places on Earth to real-time communication with space missions, STARLINK's potential is boundless. Video 5. A farmer using advanced drone technology for precision agriculture. Narrator. Education will transcend borders, enabling students from the most remote areas to learn alongside their peers from around the world. Video 6. A field of crops being monitored by drones. Narrator. Agriculture will see a revolution, with precision farming techniques ensuring sustainable food production for future generations. Text element STARLINK, bridging the future. Narrator. STARLINK is not just a leap forward in technology. It's a vision for a connected future, where every person on Earth has the opportunity to thrive. Video 1. Aerial view of a bustling city connected by a web of digital lines. Video 2. A remote village with STARLINK dishes on rooftops. Narrator. In an increasingly interconnected world, STARLINK stands as a beacon of global connectivity. Video 2. A remote village with STARLINK dishes on rooftops. Narrator. Its revolutionary satellite network bridges the gap between urban centers and the most remote corners of the Earth. Video 3. Healthcare workers in a rural clinic conducting a virtual consultation. Narrator. Healthcare has been transformed, allowing doctors to reach patients in isolated areas with unprecedented ease. Video 4. A fisherman using a tablet to check weather forecasts and market prices. Narrator. For industries like fishing and agriculture, real-time data access means safer, more efficient operations. Video 5. Children in a remote village attending an online class. Narrator. And in education, STARLINK provides a lifeline to knowledge, ensuring no child is left behind, no matter where they live. Text element STARLINK, connecting the world. Narrator. STARLINK is more than just internet. It's the promise of a truly connected world, where opportunities are just a click away for everyone. Video 1. A montage of people from various walks of life using STARLINK. Video 2. Farmers in a remote field using tablets for precision agriculture. Narrator. STARLINK's impact on the world is nothing short of transformative. Video 3. Students in a remote classroom engaging in an interactive online lesson. Narrator. From enabling precision agriculture that boosts productivity and sustainability. Video 4. Emergency responders coordinating disaster relief efforts via satellite internet. Narrator. To providing students in remote areas with access to world-class education. Video 5. A diverse group of people smiling and working on laptops in various settings. Narrator. In times of crisis, STARLINK becomes a vital tool for emergency responders, ensuring that help reaches those in need swiftly and efficiently. Text element STARLINK transforming lives, shaping futures. Narrator. By bridging the digital divide, STARLINK is empowering individuals, communities, and entire nations to thrive in the digital age. Narrator. STARLINK isn't just about connectivity, it's about transforming lives and shaping futures. Video 1. Close-up of a STARLINK satellite being assembled in a high-tech lab. Video 2. engineers working on advanced satellite components. Narrator. Starlink's journey is marked by groundbreaking technological breakthroughs. Video 3. Animation of satellites being launched into space. Narrator. From the launch of thousands of satellites into low Earth orbit. Video 4. A digital animation showcasing the mesh network created by Starlink satellites. Narrator. To the creation of a robust and resilient mesh network that ensures seamless connectivity. Video 5. A user unboxing a Starlink kit and setting it up. Narrator. Starlink's user-friendly design allows anyone, anywhere, to set up and access high-speed internet in minutes. Text element Starlink, pioneering the future of connectivity. Narrator. With each technological breakthrough, Starlink is not just connecting the world, it's pioneering the future of global connectivity. Video 1. Animation of a Starlink satellite orbiting Earth. Video 2. Time-lapse of rocket launches carrying Starlink satellites. Narrator. As humanity sets its sights on the stars, Starlink is poised to play a pivotal role in space exploration. Video 3. An astronaut using a tablet in a space station with Earth visible in the background. Narrator. By providing reliable communication channels, Starlink supports missions beyond Earth, ensuring data flow and coordination in real time. Video 4. Concept art of a starship landing on Mars, showing Starlink satellites in the Martian sky. Narrator. From low Earth orbit to deep space, Starlink satellites enable astronauts to stay connected with mission control and their loved ones. Video 5. A digital animation of Starlink satellites forming a communication web between Earth and Mars. Narrator. Imagine a future where Mars colonies are linked to Earth through an interplanetary internet, powered by Starlink. Video 6. A visual representation of Starlink technology in action. Narrator. With its innovative technology, Starlink is not just enhancing connectivity on Earth, but also paving the way for humanity's next giant leap. Text element Starlink bridging Earth and the final frontier. Video 1. A scientist in a remote observatory using a computer connected to Starlink. Video 2. Footage of a research vessel in the middle of the ocean with Starlink satellites visible in the sky. Narrator. Beyond its commercial and exploratory roles, Starlink is making significant contributions to scientific research. Video 3. A time-lapse of a remote Arctic research station under the Aurora Borealis with a Starlink terminal visible. Narrator. From the depths of the oceans to the peaks of the highest mountains, researchers can now access real-time data and communicate seamlessly. Video 4. Scientists in a field lab analyzing data, with Starlink equipment in the background. Narrator. In the most isolated corners of the world, Starlink is bridging the connectivity gap, enabling groundbreaking discoveries. Video 5. An animated graphic showing real-time data transmission from various remote research stations to a central hub. Narrator. Whether it's climate research, wildlife tracking, or geological surveys, Starlink's reliable internet service is a game-changer. Video 5. An animated graphic showing real-time data transmission from various remote research stations to a central hub. Narrator. By ensuring uninterrupted communication and data flow, Starlink is empowering scientists to push the boundaries of knowledge. Video 1. Aerial footage of a bustling cityscape with Starlink satellites visible in the sky at dusk. Video 2. A montage showing people from various cultures and backgrounds using Starlink on their devices in different settings: urban centers, rural villages, and remote islands. Narrator. As the world becomes increasingly interconnected, the demand for reliable internet access grows exponentially. Video 3. Footage of a family in a remote village using a laptop and streaming content with a Starlink dish in the background. Narrator. Starlink is breaking down barriers and bringing connectivity to places that were once considered unreachable. Video 4. A time-lapse of a Starlink satellite being launched into space, transitioning to a globe lit up with connectivity lines. Narrator. From remote villages to bustling metropolises, Starlink is ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to connect, learn, and grow. Video 5. A close-up of hands typing on a keyboard, transitioning to a wide shot of a classroom in a rural area with students learning via the internet. Narrator. By deploying a constellation of satellites, Starlink is creating a network that spans the entire globe, ensuring no one is left behind. Video 6. A visual of a Starlink satellite in orbit, followed by a graphic representation of global connectivity. Narrator. With Starlink, the dream of global connectivity is not just a vision, it's becoming a reality, one satellite at a time. Video 1. Footage of a natural disaster aftermath, with rescue teams working amidst debris. Video 2. Aerial shot of emergency responders setting up a Starlink dish in a devastated area. Narrator. In times of crisis, communication can mean the difference between life and death. Video 3. A montage of people using Starlink-enabled devices to communicate with loved ones and coordinate relief efforts. Narrator. Starlink is playing a pivotal role in disaster management by providing immediate internet access where traditional infrastructure has failed. Video 4. Footage of a medical team using telemedicine powered by Starlink to treat a patient in a remote area. Narrator. From coordinating rescue operations to enabling victims to reach out to family, Starlink ensures that connectivity is never lost, even in the most challenging circumstances. Video 5. A visual of a Starlink satellite in orbit, transitioning to a graphic showing emergency zones connected by Starlink. Narrator. Medical teams can now use telemedicine to provide critical care, supported by the reliable internet connection that Starlink offers. Text element. Overlay text. Starlink connecting and protecting lives. Narrator. By bridging the communication gap during emergencies, Starlink is not just connecting people, it's saving lives.